What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. Thanks for stopping by my dirty painting station today. Today we're going to be looking at putting some of these flags that come with our boats from Cruel Seas onto the boats. Today we're going to be doing that to these German E-boats. Now, unlike the British Vospers, which have a mast on them, these ships do not. So, we're going to need to fabricate one. Not too difficult, pretty straightforward. I have some craft wire here. I'm not going to use that, but it's an easy substitute. You could probably get away with using a piece of fishing line without too much trouble. I'm going to be using a piece of leftover filament out from my FDM printer. And while there are merits to the wire, mainly stability, the big downside to the wire for me is that I would have to paint it. Whereas with the filament, I can more or less just get it on there, glue it on to the back of the bridge right here where you got good support kind of wedged up in that corner. That way we can get glue all the way up and down it to make sure that it's going to have a good, solid seating. Masts are glued on. We're going to give that glue plenty of time to dry and cure and set up so that I don't knock anything off later. In the meantime, we're going to work on getting these flags prepped and ready to attach to the mast. So we're going to take our really sharp scissors. I'm going to be using this smaller flag for the sake of less of a target for me to knock off with my clumsy sausage fingers when I go to pick a model up. So we're going to cut these out as closely as possible and then take a look at what to do next. With the flags cut out, what we want to do here is kind of crease it a little bit in the pocket between our index and forefinger, get a little bit of glue on there, and then close it around the brush. Make sure we've got a good solid crease in it, wipe off any excess glue, and then leave it about 20 or 30 minutes to dry. All of our glue dried, the flags as well as the mast. We are now ready to attach those flags to the mast. We're going to take a little bit of super glue, just put it out onto a cap or a piece of paper, piece of cardboard, piece of plastic card, whatever you've got laying around. Then we're going to grab a stick. I'm going to use a piece of craft wire, but it can be a matchstick, toothpick, absolutely whatever you've got. Now here's where we need the delicate fingers. So we're going to try to pick up these flags, get a hold to it with the tweezers. I apologize for going a little bit out of frame here. But you'll get to see the finished product. And that's ultimately what we're here to get to, is the finished product. So we're going to grab hold of it with the tweezers, use our stick to put a very just thin bead of super glue down the back side of that flag. Double check, make sure you're holding the flag the right way. I've glued them on before and then had to pull them off because I glued it on upside down. And then get your angles lined up, and you should be able to just ever so delicately touch it to the mast and then just release with the tweezers, and it should stay in place. If it doesn't, obviously pick it up, try again. This took me a couple of tries to get the feel of it down. Straighten the flag up, and we are good to go. Set it down. Don't even look at it for a little while. Give that plenty of time to dry. And with all of that thoroughly dried and cured, this German flotilla is ready to take to the Cruel Seas and wreak some havoc upon the Brits or Americans. If you enjoyed the tutorial, if you found it helpful, please like, share, subscribe it, hit that notification bell. It helps me grow as a channel. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.